Skip Notes, Things You Do Not Want to Hear. Things you don't want to hear. I'm going to start off with Elijah's, the second one, not the one that was taken up in the whirlwind of fire of church, but the one that was given twice the power of the first Elijah's. They both had similar or sounding names. This particular person was different from the first Elijah. These are in the book of the Kings. Elijah was on the Israel side, the 10 tribes side. And the second one, he had a servant, faithful up to a point. However, the king over there on the Israel side was asked by a king in Syria to look at one of his captain of guards because he had leprosy. And he wanted the king in Israel to heal that leprosy. However, the king in Israel said, "Who am I? How can I do this?" However, someone told the king to inquire to Elijah, the prophet. He can do it. So they told the king of Syria to send the guy to Elijah. When the captain of the guards from Syria got to Elijah's location, the servant introduced him to Elijah. Elijah was told by the captain of the guard that he came to inquire of his God for help to take the leprosy from him. Elijah told him to go and dip himself in one of the rivers in Israel. It might have been the Jordan, I don't know. I don't have the Bible in front of me now. But he thought that was disrespectful because the river that he told him to dip himself in, he said was not a clean river. And that why don't he send him to one of the rivers that was cleaner to dip himself. in the river. However, the captain of the guard brought one of his servants with him. And the servant said to him, if he asked you to have done something non-offensive, you would have did it. And however, when he asked you to do this thing, he's saying to you that once you dip yourself into this river 7 times, your leprosy will go away. Similar, it was, in other words, I would say that the servant was trying to say the choice is his, either to dip himself in that dirty river 7 times that he said was dirty, or don't get healed from leprosy from Lazarus. He thought about it, and he went to that river and dipped himself in it 7 times, and he was cleansed from his leprosy. He was so happy, so happy. He was happy, his servant was happy. He came back to Elijah to give him some payment. He had a lot of stuff with him. A lot of stuff. Elijah said no. This Elijah was like that. The second Elijah was like that. I said the first Elijah wasn't great too, but it was 2 different kind of prophets. This Elijah said, no, I don't want to receive anything from your hands on this. Go your way and get, basically give God the glory, the honor. So he did that. He got his belongings together, thanks to Elijah again, thanks to the servant, and went his way. However, the servant of Elijah said he's not going to take nothing, he said, is in his heart from him, from cleansing him of leprosy. So while the guy was on his way back, the other servant was pondering in his heart these things. Elijah's servant said, no, I'm going to go and get those things they were going to give my master. This man would not go back and not make a payment for the service that my master gave him. So he followed the man. And when he followed him, he caught up with him. He said, my master said he changed his mind. He wanted, those things. So he was glad to give them to him. He gave him everything, abundance of stuff. And the servant, decided after the captain of the guard went back to Syria, his master probably didn't know nothing about it. He said, I don't think he knows it. I'm going to hide this stuff and go back to my master. And act like nothing happened. A rich man. So when he got back, Elijah saw him. He said, where you been? He's all nowhere. He said, was not my heart with you when you went back to the captain of the guard from Syria? And wasn't that my heart with you when you asked for those items I told him I did not want? And didn't you receive those items that I said that I didn't want any payments for the blessing of the Lord upon him? Therefore, his leprosy will cleave to you and your seed forever.
Wow.